baseball market is exploding in record-breaking fashion. Is it legit? Is it not? Let's talk about it in today's video. Welcome everyone to Dinging Corners, a baseball podcast powered by Slab Stocks. I'm your host Nate, and today we are going to be doing a market update. It's been a while since we've had one of these. I haven't had any baseball. We are doing a market update, so let's share. And we've got some weird things going on in the market. Weird things. Let's share the screen, and we're going to talk about a number of guys. Juan Soto, as you can see here, Ronald Acuna, Fernando Tatis, Eloy Jimenez, Wander Franco, Marco Luciano, Julio Rodriguez, Jason Dominguez. So a list of 4 Topps flagship cards and 4 Bowman Chrome cards. So right now you've got Juan Soto. Right away you'll notice $305. This one was bought for $350, $300, $290, $400 seems iffy, but it's not crossed out, so who knows. And so around $300 for this Juan Soto Topps update. If you go to this next page, and I've got the page 4 pulled up, and you're looking at Juan Soto Topps update PSA 10 from October 25th, get accepted offer, and we're looking at $150, $185 here. $199, $180. So these cards have exploded. They're $108. Now they're $300. If you would have just bought them in October, held on, you're making $120 profit, which is absurd considering no baseball has been played and really no offseason moves have been made. Now, if we go to Ronald Acuna, you're looking and you see $210, $210, $220 for this one. Let's get accepted offer. And we're looking at $190, $215. So huge money there. And if we go back here, October 24th, and we're looking at $165, $150 just 2 months ago. 180 right there, that's a little bit high. 190, 200, 145. These might have been offers that people are trying to boost the market artificially. Didn't work, as you can see, because the prices went back down. But now they're in the $200 range, $215, $210, $210, $210. I love Fernando Tatis as much as anybody. If you remember, $275 was pretty much the height of what his cards went for in season. And we are in the midst of nothing happening right now. And somebody popped one for $285. We're talking $270, $250, $275, $275. 270 with shipping. Fine price on this one, $290. And we've got $255. So the prices have exploded in the last couple weeks. And if we go back to October 8th, which is as far back as we can go, we're talking $140, $150. You know, they kind of, if we go up to the top, they kind of settled in mid-October, 130s. So you're looking at huge profits, double the profit in 2 months for a guy that has not played baseball. I love Fernando Tatis as much as anybody. Maybe not Padres fans because, you know, they're Padres fans, but double the money for a guy who hasn't played. Juan Soto, $120 more for a guy who hasn't played. Ronald Acuna, depending on where you look, you know, $50, $60 more. It's absurd what's going on right now. And Eloy Jimenez is the last Topps flagship guy I'm going to look at. And we're looking at, if you look here, $59 for an accepted offer, $55, 58 or 59, 58, you know, 65. But then you go a little bit lower, 51. But these are the newer ones here. One hasn't been sold in quite a while except for this best offer. And if we go all the way to the bottom and you're looking 45, 45, you know, 42, 50. So Eloy really hasn't moved that much. The big names have. The Eloy Jimenez's of the world and the Pete Alonsos of the world and the Yordan Alvarez's of the world really haven't budged, which shows me that either we're watching the top end guys move and these next guys will start moving, which you can buy in now and get some good profits on the Eloys and the Pete Alonsos and the Yordan Alvarez's. Bo Bichette has moved up, or we're looking at some iffy things on these big names because there is a ton of cards being sold. Every buy it now is being popped. One of those things where there might be some iffy things going on in the market here. Let me find the page I was on. Okay, yep. So we're going on to Wander Franco, Bowman Chrome. We got it right here. Helpful tip for all of you using eBay. If you want to find something, you can type in the date and the title, the 2019 Bowman Chrome. You can put whatever names you want in here, PSA 10, and then you can minus out everything you don't want, as long as there's no space between the minus and the name. So minus insert, minus mojo, minus scouts, minus stat, minus draft, minus teal, minus blue, minus mega, you know, on and down, and you get a list that is just all of the card you want. Bowman Chrome, Wander Franco, Bowman Chrome, PSA 10. Well, now we can look at the prices, and we're looking at $200, $200. Accepted offer on this one, $200. You know, $200 with shipping, $200 with shipping, or around there. So all of these cards are $200 all day long. If we go back to November 16th, 145, 145. You know, we go back even farther. November 4th, 140. We go back a little bit farther, 160 on October 29th, 140 on October 28th. And this is a guy that really hasn't played because he didn't have a minor league season. He got put on the Rays 60-man roster, but he didn't play any games. He didn't play in the MLB, and yet his prices have gone up $70 a card, which is absurd. Now we go on to a guy like Marco Luciano, not yet a top 10 prospect, well on his way to becoming a top 10 prospect more than likely, and you're looking at base PSA 10s. If you were in the live stream a couple weeks ago, I gave one of these away spontaneously in our live stream. It was like a $70 card at the time. Now it's $110. You're looking here, January 5th, best offer, $105. January 3rd, best offer or accepted offer. If it pops up, might not, but $100, this one's not popping up, so we're going to move on. $100 here, $110 shipped, $100. And if we go all the way down to the bottom of the page, $80 October 8th, $70. So not only is it the Wander Francos of the world, but it's also the other top young guys, the Marco Lucianos and the Julio Rodriguez's of the world. Obviously, we here love Julio Rodriguez. Mariners fans love Julio Rodriguez. Prospect fanatics love Julio Rodriguez. And we're looking at $100 for J-Rod. And if we scroll down to the bottom of the page, and that's a lot of scrolling, I should really just control end. $85. That's a bit high. That's a refractor. $90. $90. You know, $82. So these really haven't gone up, but they've gone up a little bit. And so, and then lastly, Jason Dominguez. This is probably a bit high, $300. That's absurd. But $195, $200, right? $195, $205, and so on. And if you go to the bottom, November 24th, 135, 150, 150, 142. 140. And so these cards have gone up by $50, $60 for Jason Dominguez, depending on when you bought them. Just prices all over the place are exploding. There's no games being played, and it's not like regular years. We talked about this in the live stream the other day on Monday. If you were investing in cards in previous years, you always waited. You know, you didn't buy baseball instantly after the season was done in October. You probably didn't buy it in November, and you might have started buying it in December, but you usually waited till January. Let the prices completely bottom out, you buy in, and prices start rising by spring training. Well, that did not happen this year. There was a downturn from the end of October to the end of November, and then it just shot right back up again. Today is January 6th, and you're looking at prices that are higher than they ever were for guys like Juan Soto and Fernando Tatis. I think maybe some of it is probably market shenanigans. It's impossible to tell, and it's impossible to stop. But we have seen time and time again, Discord groups, that type of stuff come in. They all say, hey, we're going to take all our money and we're going to drive the price up on Luis Arias PSA 10 cards, right? You know, that didn't happen probably, but you get my point. And so that might be what we're seeing, because like Julio Rodriguez didn't really move up very much. Eloy Jimenez didn't really move up very much, but the really big name guys, the Lucianos, the Wander Francos, the Juan Sotos, Fernando Tatises, they have exploded. So if this is unnatural, I expect maybe the prices will drop before spring training and then rise a little bit again. If it is natural, then there are some huge deals to be had. You're looking at these first guys exploding. They are going to carry up the rest of the guys. So you're looking at Eloy, obviously, he's raised a little bit. Pete Alonso, Keston Hiura, Gavin Lux, Yordan Alvarez, guys like that all day long. Good deals if this is natural. If it is not, then I don't think there's good deals. And I would definitely stay away from the Juan Sotos and the Fernando Tatis cards right now because those are astronomically high and higher than they ever were in the season. Likewise, on the Bowman Chrome prospect side, if the Wander Franco market is correct, if the Marco Luciano market is correct, then there's other opportunities to be had, specifically the Julio Rodriguez's of the world, maybe, and I haven't looked into his card prices, the CJ Abrams of the world from the Padres, who's a really good prospect and probably going to be a top like 3-4 prospect in a year or two. I love the guy. So there's probably deals to be had there if this is a correct market, if there is not market shenanigans going on. And I'm not smart enough to figure out if there are market shenanigans going on. I don't have the time, don't have the resources to look at every single card and see if it's a 0 bid bidder or a 17 bid bidder that's buying it, right, and not paid for it. So just something to keep your eye out on. The market is moving. It is moving quicker than it ever has before. I think eventually we'll get to a point where the market won't go down. The season will end. People won't sell because they're smart. They'll hold on. They'll wait for the next season to start, and then they'll sell, and you won't see any price change. But for right now, the market is changing. Prices are dropping in October, November, and then rising in December, as we're currently seeing. And that window for being able to get really good deals on baseball cards and basketball cards, football cards, whatever it might be, is slowly closing and closing and closing until eventually, I think, there will be no drop. And the football season will end, and Kyler Murray Prism PSA 10s will stay at $300 until the season starts. And however he plays, then they will move. And I'm doing that out of the screen. So anyways, just an update on the market from me at Nate at Dinging Corners. I want to thank you all for watching my videos. I hope you are all safe and sound, and I hope you all have a wonderful and a happy new year.